We back in Striving for Light Survival, guys, and we are checking out the character that we unlocked last run, which is Halaja. She is all about the projectiles. We got projectile multiplicator, projectile range increase, speed increase, damage increase, area of effect. She does start off with one less heart, but there's a bunch of things that we're going to try to unlock today. One is going to be the focus. That means we need exploding projectiles. We're going to try to unlock this thing as well, which is scattercast, and we need to use the throwing spear equipped and complete wave 20 with that on any level. So we're going to be using the throwing spear. As far as our melee weapon, we're going to be using Elder Club, which is what we unlocked last time. It does a lot of damage, but it's really slow. But that's okay, we're gonna be using boomerang with it and throwing it like Thor. It's gonna look pretty impressive. We also got the old favorites like fragmentation, scattering dodge, the bleeding blade, so that we can unlock this thing, the bleeding star, and bleeding swirl. I don't know all what we're going to be able to accomplish here, but we're gonna go for it here. And I do think that there's a couple of characters that we need to unlock. This one, you have to defeat a boss on the caves tier 2. This one, defeat the end boss with Darokin, which is this guy, on caves difficulty 2. This is on any map difficulty tier 3. This map is on difficulty tier 3. And the farmer is with the farmer on any map. Yeah, a bunch of difficulty tier 3s here. So there's also some things that we have to unlock on certain places. So all in all, we need to make sure that we are going up the ladder. And Aria Dome is the next one. It's going to be the simple level because it's the first time I did this. Oh, look at this big old hammer though. This big old hammer, man. Yeah, we need to unlock a bunch of those things though, and in order to do that we just need to keep progressing through the levels. This hammer is slow, but holy does it hit hard, huh? Okay, we only have 2 hearts. We can't be farting around, man. We gotta make sure we stay healthy. Okay, stone toss I do not want, but scattering projectiles is good. Additional projectiles is also really good. Attack speed, that's nice. In order to get attack speed, we need to go somewhere else for it, though. Unfortunately, stone toss is in the way of our first attack speed, so let's get scattering projectiles, and we'll get additional projectiles, and then we'll go attack speed. How about that? Yeah, and that'll open us up for quite a bit more. Okay. Let's continue with this run. And now we have multiple projectiles flying in different ways, which is really, really good. Projectile multiplicator adds projectiles that go out in a different direction. Extra projectiles or additional projectiles just add to the amount that's already going out in that direction. So right now we have 3 total projectiles, but 6 total projectiles, but it's 3 multiplied by 2. So that's basically how that goes. All right, so additional projectiles would give us 3 by 3. This is projectile damage though, and that's really good. Exploding dodge. Really and truly, out of all the different dodges, this one I really don't want. So I'm probably going to change that. Even though I really want projectile damage, I will wait until I can change that node out. Let's go with exploding projectiles, and let's go with fragmentation, and that's going to be pretty good, I think, for damage. So we've got projectiles that are exploding now, and they're fragmenting, and we're gonna, at these first few levels now, we're gonna be doing some incredible damage, man. Who needs a melee weapon with this kind of projectile build, right? Honestly, I'm using boomerang as well if I can unlock it. And what it'll do is, well, not unlock it, but find it in the grid. What it'll do is it's going to allow us to throw that big old hammer, and that'll be good. All right. Increased shot angle, we don't need yet. Scattering dodge, we said that we were going to avoid that. Well, scattering dodge is okay. We don't want exploding dodge. Let's see. Scattering projectiles. Oh, this is what we're trying to open. But, I mean, this is what we're trying to unlock, but we don't have it unlocked yet. The projectiles scatter into new projectiles on enemy hit. Huh. But double hit is in the way. We definitely don't want double hit right now. Let's see here. We kind of need to decide what we're going to use our shard on. We could go with projectile multiplicator, but that is going to reduce our attack speed even further, and right now it's still kind of low. I'll tell you what, let's change exploding dodge, because having more projectile damage would be very, very nice here. Increased area of effect, it's not the end of the world. It's not the best thing that I would have hoped for, but it's okay. And it actually opens up for extra health. I think we're gonna hold out on that just for a moment, though. Maybe just... Maybe just health for now, or maybe we just hold on to it. Actually, let's just go with additional projectiles. That'll give us some more viewing. And now we should have... Oh, yeah, baby. we can have... Look at the projectile sauce. It's beautiful, huh? It is beautiful. A little bit of movement speed at some point would not be bad either. Right now, it's going to benefit us to kind of stay in the middle, but when we start getting elites, it's going to be really, really hard to manage. These guys have big auras of attack, and we definitely don't want to... We definitely don't want to waste our life force. We only have 2 hearts right now, which is probably a good idea to get some more. What is this? Melee constructs? I don't think that's wise right now. They're gonna reduce our attack speed too much, and even though it's a really cool ability, I plan to do a run all around constructs, but right now we can't really do it. Okay, so shot angle I don't need, but that might open up some good stuff. I'm not totally against critical hit, but let's go with projectile range. And we already have some of that, and then we could go with multiplicator again, and I think we'll try that out for a minute. There's the elites that we were waiting on. So I gotta say, the damage that we're doing is pretty impressive so far. I don't want to get hit here. Yeah, we knocked those elites out like really easy. Okay. Don't get cocky, Z. Don't get cocky. Let's go for that heart and our little change the node gem. I forget what you call it, but it's definitely what we use the most on the board. It allows you to change those nodes. All right, we've got some XP that we missed, but that's okay. Now we have 4 points to use. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. So, I think it's time we can get this scattering dodge. If we can get around to it. This is exploding dodge. This is scattering dodge. Let's change this. Actually, I think we're going to change... No, we don't need to change that. We kind of need to change this out so we can get to this area. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do here. Bleeding Blade. Okay, we do want that eventually. Let's get the increased attack speed. Let's get scattering projectiles, and let's get... Oh, attack speed is on another deal. That's okay. That is okay. We don't need increased melee damage. I think we can go... You know, it's not gonna kill us to get more crit, will it? I'll tell you what. Let's take the health route, just so that we can get increased shot angle if at some point that we need it. And we do need a little bit of extra health. So now we have 3 health. We were strong before. Just imagine now. Very, very much needed some attack speed though. We're starting to get a little slow, and that worries me. I mean, it's not the end of the world. As you can see, we still do a crazy amount of damage, but like I said, elites kind of scary when stuff starts cluttering up on you too bad. We are on the first difficulty level of this zone though, so it's not going to be that bad. Let's see here. So we have 1 point to use. Uno punto. I know that's not even a thing. We need two more bleeding blades altogether. Getting shot angle increase would be pretty good right now, because this is going to spread out everything that we have, and it's going to be more of a in all directions type deal. Yeah, one more of those and our attacks should be kind of evened out, which they aren't as concentrated like this. But when we add more projectiles, we'll just be shooting out novas of spears. It'll be cool, man. That was some stupid damage to take, but it'll be alright. Let's get this heart. And we're back to full health. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, it's like we started out strong, and then we kind of started to weaken up, and now we're starting to cam over back into the strength party again. Increased attack speed, definitely. None of these nodes add up. Going here would be good because we would have access to another bleeding blade, then attack speed, and then increased movement. But let me see if we didn't unlock anything else that I really want yet. No, increased shot angle would be good. We can get that eventually here if we change this melee construct. Let's do, man, I really don't want health if I can avoid it. Not right now. It just doesn't add to our power level, and I'm not really immediately concerned with our survivability yet. Let's just take this one. Yes, I don't want the health, but all in all, it's okay. At least it takes us to where we want to go. And we're at 4 hearts now. Attack speed's getting up there again too. Yeah, this guy's tanky. And that R is big. Good, we got another change node. Perfect. That is going to help out a lot. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Our projectile range is pretty big. Like, I'll go to different parts of the screen and things will be dead from over there. It's kind of nice. All right, so let's do bleeding blade. Okay, and we'll go with attack speed, and that opened up some more stuff. Boomerang is finally available. That'll be great. And let's see, what is this? Exploding projectiles. We need some of those. Increased shot angle. There's a bunch of good stuff on the board. Bunch of good stuff. Let's keep going. Okay. Attack speed starting to get back up pretty good again. Starting to need some extra projectiles now, though. Our damage is spread out quite a bit, which is okay right now for the type of enemies that we're facing, but the stronger stuff gets, the less relevant that those wide angles are going to be. We're going to want some concentrated damage a little bit. Boomerang will help with that, though, I think, because our blade's just going to go fling it. Well, it's not really a blade, is it? It's a hammer. But yeah, our melee weapon, we're going to throw it like Thor, bruh. We're going to throw it like Thor. It's going to be great. Okay, so we've got 2 change shards, which is good. Bleeding blade. Let's change this, the crit, because we don't want it. That's in attack speed. Great. Let's get the scattering dodge. We've been wanting that. And yeah, pretty good, man. Pretty good. Let's go next. Now when I dodge, it's going to make projectiles. It's going to make projectiles when I dodge, which is good. Our projectiles do some great stuff right now. I tell you what, this roly-poly thing, it's relentless, dude. Ouch. All right. I'm pretty glad that we got those extra hearts now, because I'm starting to feel the burn. Starting to feel the burn, babe. Like, this guy, you can't attack him when he is in pieces. It feels like you can't, at least. Well, I tell you what, he wants my booty though. He wants that booty. I took the hit on purpose there because I just didn't want to move away. Ooh, I wanted to kill him. I really did. So bad. Okay, let's see here. We've got a couple of points to use. Another scattering dodge would be nice. Not extremely necessary right now, though. Ooh, another projectile damage. Tell you what, let's do this first. Let's unlock this. Yeah, I think let's go movement speed and increased attack speed. Because I definitely want to get the boomerang. It is going to knock down our attack speed quite a bit, but we'll be able to get that. And we also have another increased projectile damage. I think that'll work out pretty good. We still have like 9 levels to go before the end boss. This will be okay. Yeah, I'm starting to do a little bit of bleeding blade stuff. Yeah, the elites have taken me a little bit longer to kill than I would like to admit. There we go. Okay. Give me that XP, bro. Okay, that was a good clear. I ain't gonna lie. This was a good clear. This was easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's how I like it. Okay, so now let's get boomerang. Okay, and our attack speed goes down to 0.9. Can also get additional projectiles right here. Yeah, let's do that. And then we're going to have to go for attack speed again. Not that one necessarily, but attack speed and increased projectile damage. We're gonna want both of those a lot. And there's the boomerang, baby. I'm throwing that big hammer around. Really, my melee doesn't do a whole lot right now, right? But it does a lot of knockback and it stays out for a long time. So I like it. I like it for what it is. And we can always scale on melee, but I've had this working before when it was just doing tremendous damage, and it's pretty powerful. Especially when you have it with a fast weapon like a dagger or I forgot the name of that other one that's really, really fast, but Sting. It's like a rapier. Oh my gosh, bro. It goes out like crazy. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, this is good. We're getting to a real comfortable power level here. Okay, so we could get attack speed and damage. That's the two things that we really want right now. We don't want this. We don't want to go there. We don't want to go here. What is this? Increase collect range. That's an okay skill to have. It really is. I'll tell you what. Let's go for this increased projectile. I hate to get another health there, but it did open up this additional projectile things too. I meant increased damage for projectiles. That's good. And we'll go for the additional projectiles really soon. Also, get another spread. Projectile angle would be beautiful. I think one more movement speed at some point would be nice to have too, but we don't need much more than that. We're already moving at a decent pace, which honestly is making us not have to dodge, which honestly we should be dodging here and there too, just so that we can put more projectiles out, because it does shoot projectiles. It's offensive and defensive at the same time. It's the best of both worlds. Ouch. Let's get that heart. I gotta say, just because by default we've haven't taken all these hearts, but it does help a little bit. It definitely does help. It gives us some cushion. Okay, so additional projectiles, perfect. And increased shot angle. Bleeding blade. We already have that, don't we? And we needed 3 altogether, I think. Yeah, we have 2 bleeding blades. We need 1 more. So if we can link this and grab it. Yeah, that gives us the third bleeding blade. We don't need a boomerang because they do not stack. But when we go to the next level here, when we hit next wave, we should get the achievement. Yeah. Okay, we unlocked the blade, the bleeding blade. That's a melee weapon. And we've never really done a damage over time run on camera, like a dot run. I think they call it condition damage in this game, but you know, it's the same things like damage over time, poison, bleeding. There might be some other ones that I'm not familiar with, but right now I know of poison and bleeding for sure. Oh, burn. Yes, that's true. Burn is the other one. Couldn't think of it. I knew there was something else, but we can also do a pet run. We got quite a few other runs to do on cam. And also maybe some big challenges with some difficulty, you know, without just trying to unlock stuff all the time. Even though unlocks, I mean, they're literally the most fun part of the game, right? You get new weapons, new abilities, new items. It's cool. Okay, so we need to get, what else do we need? We need more exploding deals too. Exploding projectile. We need one more of those. And we have one right there, but this is in the way. Wait, can I? Oh, no, that doesn't help any. Best thing to do is probably to use this. Oh, that's a melee. God dog it. God dog it. I did not want that. We don't need another exploding dodge. No, we don't need another exploding dodge. Another projectile skill would be nice. We don't need another bleeding blade, even though they're doing their thing. And look, we can increase our condition damage of the bleed. But I don't think going for that is really, really important. Especially because we'd have to take max health, and there's nothing really down here except one additional projectile. Another attack speed would be nice as well. Man, there's just a lot of trash right here, unfortunately. Anything that we can connect to? Yeah, we can get increased shot angle right here. Beautiful, and it's going to take us to additional projectile. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. Now, our shot angle is almost perfect now. Actually, I think it is perfect. I don't think we could get better than this. We just need extra projectiles now to make them a little bit more dense. This is a whole minute, this run. A little bit over a minute. Wow. This is intense, bruh. Intense. Oh. I thought he was dead, but he's still kicking, man. Just die already. God, dog. That sucker didn't want to go. He didn't want to let go. Let's get this heart. Ah, beautiful. Back to full health. Yeah, when you get in the middle of all that trash and you're just shooting your spears and stuff, it's good, man. It's really good. You can see, like, the spears are going out in a perfect arc. It's nice. I think this will make a good screenshot too, man. I do. Okay, I mean, for a thumbnail, you know? Sometimes you just gotta do stuff. I have some assets that I could use for it to make it look good anyway, but... Alright, we're gonna get some elites next round too. Alright, additional projectiles, additional attack speed. Boy, they want me to take another boomerang, don't they? I don't want another boomerang, bruh. I don't need it. It doesn't do anything. Okay, well, I'm kind of lost now on what we needed next. Not exploding dodge. We wanted to get this, right? The exploding projectile. Let's try this again. Increase projectile range. Okay, that's okay with me. And then we'll get exploding projectile, and we can go with another exploding projectile. Actually, there's not too much down here, but this increased projectile damage would be nice. So we'll see. The amount of damage that we're doing is not real high right now, but we do have a lot of projectiles and a bunch of reflections and all that going on. having a little bit more damage would be nice. Also, I'm pretty sure I selected fragmentation to be in my skill pool, and I haven't seen it yet, but fragmentation would be awesome right here. Fragmentation, it tends to do a lot of damage. It's almost like, it feels almost like double hit for ranged attacks, to tell you the truth. Oh yeah, well, I mean, we do have good damage. It's just, it's not coming out per bullet, if that makes any sense. It's like, after a few hits, and because they're getting hit with multiple projectiles, it's adding up. But, okay, so let's continue down here. I don't think we go with crit. We get the exploding projectiles. That's the third one that we needed. This helps with damage too. This goes to 72 if we can... No, not big enough. I mean, we don't need any more increased shot angle. It's actually a waste right here. So we're not gonna get that. No. Oh, wait. No, what did I do? No. That's not what I wanted to do. I just hit the wrong button because I was trying to get out of that menu. We definitely want something that's better than that. Can't get any of that. Can go here, I think. Oh no, it didn't unlock it. It did not unlock it. It's not far enough. We'll take the health, and then we'll be able to bridge from there. Yeah, we'll bridge from there and grab, and we might change that at some point too. But getting the attack speed would be good. Kind of sends you all over the place sometimes. It's hard to kind of figure out what you want to get next, what nodes you want to go to, you know, what path. And every time you unlock a skill, you unlock more stuff. Like, more stuff opens up at different parts of the board. So probably better to unlock stuff and select nodes that you want to accept with it zoomed out a little bit so you can see like what's going on and what unlocked. Could use the search function a lot more as well, but I don't know, guys. Sometimes I'm a noob when it comes to gaming. A lot of the time, I don't do anything. I don't do things as efficiently as I need to at all times, and I kind of rush through. Sometimes I'm more worried about commentary than gameplay, but this is a bit more mindless than some of the games that you have to play. Like if I had to focus on directions or navigation, I would be in a bind, man. In a real bind. Okay. I also want to get these two attack speeds as well, but this additional projectiles would be very, very nice. Okay, we got that. And I got a whole bunch of these that are popping up. Melee damage. I don't want those if I can avoid it. You know, when you're going for something, they're never around. But when you aren't going for something, they're in your way constantly. It's just how it goes sometimes. Scattering projectiles. New projectiles on enemy hit. That's definitely not necessary. Man, to get to this increased projectile damage is so far away. So far away. But that would make a lot of difference. I don't think we have enough time. We're on wave 18 already. We need to focus on things that are going to give us immediate damage here. This would give additional projectiles. So we can grab that. We can grab one more if we need to. Ooh, and look, a projectile damage unlocked. Cool. And some more attack speeds. Okay. That's the route. We just unlocked the last few skills that we're going to get. And I think that is going to make for a pretty decent run. Honestly, this run is pretty powerful. I don't know if it would have been powerful enough to really take on the second or third tier of difficulty. Because we're lacking a little bit of damage, I'm not gonna lie. We could have probably done some better stuff with melee with as many nodes that appeared to us. You know, because my melee skill, I mean, the weapon's good. And even though boomerang Boomerang's not necessary. We could have did those melee turrets too. Matter of fact, we could probably still do that if we really wanted to. But they don't do, my melee doesn't do any damage right now. It's basically just for knockback at this point. And that was my whole idea, you know, is to do it for knockback. Okay, so let's get additional projectiles and increased attack speed. Perfect. And next time we'll get max health and increased projectile damage. Actually, projectile multiplicator and increased projectile damage. Even better. Oh, look. Fragmentation. There you are. God dang it. Took you sweet time, didn't you? Well, that would have been so good. That would have been so good. I don't think one skill level would have been a really, really big deal in fragmentation. But it would have definitely helped along the way. We could have cleared rooms faster. I'm level 22, which I don't think is really bad. I think I've gotten much higher than that on some levels as far as XP is concerned and stuff. Mainly when you're trying to clear rooms, the more stuff that you kill, the better. But you can miss these things and get elites. And then elites give you the equivalent of what 10 experience levels would be, because it literally took 10 missed shards to create them, right? So it kind of is all a wash, but the higher the difficulty level of each area, the more enemies that you face altogether. So definitely get more experience on those. All right, next wave is 20. That's going to be our last one. We need to get projectile multiplicator and increase projectile damage. That is going to be good. Fragmentation would have been 88. That would have been really, really good. Is there anything that we can refund to get that? I mean, we did open up. Exploding projectiles is already at 68. Scattering dodge, you know, let's undo that because we don't need it. And let's see what else we can do. We can take out projectile range because we don't really need that, especially for this map when it all comes down to it. And we can get additional projectiles and fragmentation. Oh, look, and another fragmentation opened up. That would have been 132. You see how fast it stacks? It gets pretty crazy. But we're gonna be able to defeat oh, it's a shadow rogue, you say? It's a shadow rogue. We are wasting him, dude. Oh, all right. This attack is a little bit hard to get used to, but ain't nothing you can do, partner. Ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing you can do, man. Oh, the fragmentation killed everything in the area by accident. It just... We were after the rogue, but the way our build is set up, it doesn't matter where we're facing, what we're looking at. We just do massive damage everywhere. Some more fragmentation on an endless run would be fun to see with this type of build, but it's literally just... I could probably just stand here for the rest of the time for the next 30 seconds. Let's see how long I could do it. It's just 30 seconds of our life, right? Do we take any damage at all? We even reduced our projectile range, so it's possible that we're not even reaching the outsides of the map. But it doesn't matter. Everything is just dying. I love it. I love it. I love it. We can literally just stand still and beat the level. We couldn't have did this with the boss. He would have ate our lunch, but man, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So we got the Forlorn Lands unlocked, and look at all the stuff that we unlocked. Blade, we wanted that. The Aria Dome Tier 1. Tier 1 Master. Defeat all endbosses for all maps on Tier 1. Oh, that's cool. Defeat endboss on map Tier 1 with Helaja. Seeker of the Forlorn Lands, and 750 enemies. And we got Scattercast. That's awesome, man. Very, very, very cool. So yeah, I am definitely looking forward to opening up a couple areas and trying some different builds. This Bleeding Star looks really, really cool. We could probably do a condition run with that. That might be fun to pair up with some pets And yeah, man, scattercast now too. Very, very cool. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the run. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.